Okay, so we have the brand new MacBook here. This is Apple's latest design that they've unveiled for the MacBook line, which it hasn't been around in a while. But I really love how they've designed this laptop. I mean, looking at it, it is very, very thin, just about 2 pounds exactly. Overall, it's noticeably smaller and lighter than any of their other laptops they've ever made before. And it's, it's just a beautiful design machine. You can get it in 3 colors now. This is the gold version with the light in here. It may look, silver, but this is the gold version. There's a space gray and there's the original silver. And I really like what they've done. I mean, overall from a hardware perspective, the USB-C port is limiting. You only can plug in one thing. You have to either buy an $80 dongle to hook it up to an external monitor. If you want to use a USB drive, it's another $20 dongle that they offer. You can find cheaper ones online, but to me it wasn't too limiting because I don't really typically plug in a lot. Another main plus about this machine is there's no fans. There's no real, there's no vents or anything like that. So fanless design. It's using Intel Core M CPU. Another new standout thing that they've done is this new trackpad here. It no longer clicks in. I mean, it actually has a third function. When you press in, it kind of simulates a click, and they call it force touch. And I'm telling you, it definitely can make a big difference as they implement it in new apps. They have a whole thing on their website, Apple does, regarding how to use it and so forth, and that's awesome. One thing I will say, you will notice this off the jump, and that's this keyboard. It took me a little while to get used to. I do like, typing on it after a while, but the keys don't really give you much give. When you type, it's like a real soft touch when you're typing on it. It will take some time to get used to. After a while, I got used to it, but honestly, going back, typing on an Air or a Pro, I kind of like that feeling better, but, it's kind of one of those things, change. If you're not used to doing something, then, you just don't like it initially, which is the case here. Ultimately, the stunner of this whole show is this Retina display. It's a beautiful, beautiful display. It really, comparing it to a MacBook Air, it blows it away. And honestly, I notice, if you have a tendency to your eyes get tired, this will resolve that. However, there are some compromises here. Number one is that the speed of this machine, it's noticeably slower, but not, so drastic that it's unusable. But with that being said, it's got 8 gigs of RAM. It's got a 256 gig solid state drive, which is standard. The thing about it is that, with the one port and the price starting at $12.99, it's a tough sell. I mean, it's a tough sell if you're just going to have one device and you just want one device and one laptop. So if you're doing video editing or anything real heavy, you're going to want to go with the Pro, not this model. If you want the lightest thing, you'll go with this. But the Pro isn't so much, heavier than this. That it's about a pound heavier, and then for some folks that could be, a game changer. So I don't know. For me, I do have a 15-inch Pro and I have an Air as well. I was trying to justify in my mind how to fit this in, and there's really no way it's going to fit. I mean, I think the next iteration or the one after that will definitely replace my Air. But, at this point, to pay $12.99 for this, and it's a noticeable performance drop, it's just not worth it for me personally. But I do see the appeal. You're really paying for the design. You're paying for the screen. And those are the two main things you're paying here for this MacBook laptop. So that's the review, folks. It's a great laptop. If you got the extra disposable income and you just, want a cool new toy, hey, go for it. Otherwise, I'd look at the MacBook Pro line, the 13-inch starting at $12.99 as well. Thanks for watching, folks. Be sure to check out the site, Tech-Snobs, for more coverage. Take care.